Hello everyone, Cesare here with more Final Fantasy XIV. We're doing a special impromptu stream tonight. I'm trying to get the Binding Coil of Bahamut finished, and I've gotten people together to do so today. We can get it going here real quick. So, I think the quest we're looking for is Fragments of Truth. Urianger would speak with you regarding your mission to prevent Bahamut's return. Man is wont to cast light wherever secrets lie hid in darkness, though that which he illumineth seldom bringeth him joy, so it should with such unhappy truth as Bahamut's immense shadow doth conceal. Yet ever onward forgeth Mistress Alisae, undeterred by the burden of knowledge that weigheth heavily on her heart. 'Tis a perilous path she hath chosen, and a painful one. I prithee, Mearo, remain by her side as her valiant blade, that she might see her questions to its conclusion. Mearo, is it well that you are here? My lady, how might I serve you this day? I have met with some difficulty in my mission, Urianger, and I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath the Cardinal Flats even as we speak. If we were to prevent his return, we must needs disable the 2 remaining internment halls to sustain him. Every moment of our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though I have determined the locations of the fragments of Bahamut that lead into the hulks, I've been able to find a way to enter them. And gaining admittance is but the first step in your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended into Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover, didst thou not, that the dread Primal had bound the shade of Nael Deus Darnus unto his will. And though thou didst consign the fallen legatus to blessed oblivion, thou mayest recall the piteous wretch was not alone. Doubt not that Bahamut's other thralls shall seek to hinder thy passage. You can say his name, Urianger. I have not forgotten that my grandfather is waiting for us. My lady, I would remind you, as I must oft remind myself, that the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade which defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilleth from his lips must not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but from Bahamut himself. You need not worry, Urianger. Come what may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. The mere words will not take us whither we must go. As I said, I have been unable to locate a way to enter the fragments of Bahamut. My lady, might I suggest that you visit with the fragments again in Mearo's company? Full oft hath the Warrior of Light set events in motion by virtue of her presence alone. 'Tis possible that she may do so again. I, the while, will search for answers of mine own. By our efforts combined, full sure am I that the past shall be revealed to us ere long. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice, yet I cannot deny that which you say about Mearo is true. Very well, I shall do as you suggest. Assuming you have no objections, of course. Good. Now we seek entry into the fragments of Bahamut. One lies at the Burning Wall in eastern Thanalan, and the other in the Singing Shards in Mordona. I left an assistant at each location with instructions on to continue searching for a means of egress. It is not impossible that they could have found something useful to us. Let us begin by visiting my man at the Burning Wall. Dex, I think it was. Alright, hopefully I can get through this fairly quickly. If I have to go AFK real quick, because I am working, I have to run a process here at work here soon, but hopefully it occurs soon. Yes, it should. Just gotta wait till one job finishes. Anyhow, everyone, hello! I managed to get people together. Waiting on Piamet. I don't know where she is. That's why I'm doing the voice of Alisae today. I can't wait for her, unfortunately. But on the bright side, we are going to be doing this. I've been trying to call and reach Wintrig all night, and she's not answering her phone or answering text, so I don't know where she is. That said, we just gotta unlock this dungeon, and then we will be ready to go. The dungeon itself shouldn't take that long to get through. Shouldn't. Really depends on how long it takes me to get between areas. And as you can see, I'm getting through Eastern Thanalan here fairly quick. I read somewhere that they're thinking of increasing mount speeds. It'd be cool if they did. I mean, I'd like faster travel. But it's already pretty quick in FF14. It's not like FF11. Although the addition of mounts in FF11 is fantastic if you've seen my other views for our videos for that. Alright, we are almost there. There's a fate here. A man rides through. The blast blades almost had it. Alisae's assistant. He's wearing a tuxedo. I say, are you not Mistress Princess? My lady's most faithful companion. Sinis, madame, at your service, and may I say what an honor it is to meet you. How goes the survey, Dex? Ahem, my lady. It shames me to say that I have found no viable path to the fragment. Though it stands there before our very eyes, the way thither has thus far proven impassable. When the fragment fell and pierced the land, it caused a prodigious amount of aether to spew forth. 'Twas that that gave rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems destined to thwart our efforts. Even were an opening to exist, I fear that we would struggle to reach it. We cannot give up trying. Keep trying. So near and yet so far. Well, it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing. Let us away to Mordana and try the other fragment. Perhaps Sinis has fared better. Aha! Ah! You upon that note, my lady, there is something I must tell you. I'm sorry to report that I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, the Singing Shards are home to many fell creatures, ogres among them. While I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Dex. What? Why didn't you give me strength? We must hurry to my assistant's aid, Mira. That we shall. Okay, going to Mordana. Okay. And I'm pretty sure this is over in the Singing Shards, I said, which is way up there. Of course there's a fate right there. Why wouldn't there be? Either way, it shouldn't get in my way. There's Crystal Tower. We already did that on stream. That was a pretty good, fun place to be. It's actually one of my favorite instances in the game, if not for the people. There we go. We're almost there. Look at that electricity effect. It's pretty cool. Oh, he actually does aggro me. Interesting. Alright, let's do this. I'm 9 levels higher than him. I didn't figure he would, but alright. Thank you, adventurer. For a moment there, I feared my bones were to be ground up and used as bake bread. I'm relieved to see that you are unharmed. It was wrong of me to press such a dangerous task upon you. My lady, your words are wasted on me. 'Twas nothing at all, I assure you. If you please, I shall report on my findings. As you can see, the The tip of the fragment is exposed. The rest is encased in rock and crystal, rendering it impossible to enter the structure. We might try excavating the area around the fragment, but that is likely to take time, and there is really no telling how deep we may need to dig before we can find a suitable point of ingress. As such, I am forced to conclude that gaining entry to this fragment is unrealistic. Forgive me, my lady. Confound it! We are losing precious time. What are we to do now? 'Tis I, Urianger. Glad tidings I have for thee and my lady. For a blessing a way hath been found by which thou may enter the remaining fragments of Dalamud. Pray escort Mistress Alisae to the cerulean processing plant in northern Denelan. There all shall be made clear. Urianger has found a way? Then we must go to him at once. Hello, silly. Mine apologies for summoning you thus far from afar, my lady, but 'tis here that your journey may finally begin. I did wonder, to my knowledge, there are no fragments in northern Thanalan. Nor are you mistaken, my lady, yet a pathway doth exist, one which you yourselves have made use of in the past. At the conclusion of your several forays into the binding coil, 'twas at the crystal formation which lieth to the north of this place that you did emerge, was it not? Yes, an ethereal stream bore us back to the surface. That much I had surmised. Are you suggesting that we can use it to return underground? And even if it were possible, would it not simply bear us back to those places which we had already explored? It need not, my lady. Pray allow me to explain. Upon the evidence of your experience, it seemeth plain that two internment hulks may share the self-same ethereal egress. From this we did infer that others may be connected in likewise. Thus we did we labor long to verify the existence of further tributaries to the self-same stream, in which task we were at length successful. 'Twas but then a matter of arriving at a solution to the problem of traveling to an unattuned destination. That one might reach that what we may call the headwater. We propose to employ a modified aetherite, which serveth to amplify such ripples as to originate from said source. By focusing one's essence upon these ripples, it should be possible to make the journey, yet be fairly warned, my lady. As with the untried modes of ethereal travel, this method entaileth considerable danger. Merely to attempt the voyage could cost you your life. Hello, Yusuf. That is a risk I'm willing to take. You are brilliant, Urianger. But I'm curious, did you have assistance in forming this plan? I could not help notice your repeated use of the word we, unless you have taken to using the majestic plural in our essence? Nay, my lady. As you have correctly surmised, I was not alone in this endeavor. Meaning there are others who are aware of our mission. Well, it cannot be helped now. Preventing Bahamut's return is what matters. If some secrecy must be sacrificed to achieve our goal, then so be it. Alright, almost unlocked. They got an aetherite up there, you can see it. So that must be the modified aetherite, but what are the immortal flames doing here? Those men may be sworn flames of the Ulda, but they are first and foremost faithful returners of House Levelier. Elfinode! So it was you who was helping Urianger. Who else could it have been, dear sister? Lest you worry, I have no intention of making the details of your venture public. Like you, I would prefer to avoid causing a panic. But given that which is at stake, namely the survival of the realm, one must be willing to accept help when it is offered. Would you not agree? At the very least, do not be cross with Alisae. 'Twas at my behest that he kept silent. We will speak later. Pray forgive me, my lady, but knowing full well your intent, I judged it meet that Master Elphino be informed. Though your grandsire hath become Bahamut's thrall, his noble blood courseth yet through both of your veins, and if he must needs be struck down. Do you hear that, Elphino? I mean to strike down grandfather, and when I have done so, I shall banish Bahamut to the Aether. Nothing you will say will sway me from my course. I will protect Eorzea, and I will uphold grandfather's legacy. Grandfather's legacy? So you still do not know what you yourself desire? Your actions are still driven by borrowed resolve. Borrowed resolve? What does that have to do with anything? Protecting Eorzea was grandfather's goal, and we made it ours, both of us. That is why we came here, unless you have forgotten. Gods forbid I should ever forget, Alisae, but you misunderstand. I do not question your resolve, only whence it came. If it were your own, you would be able to tell me precisely why you desired so fervently to protect Eorzea. Yet you cannot, for it is not your resolve, but grandfather's. You say you struggle to see the difference, but borrowed resolve shall never be as strong as that which springs from within. But let us speak of this another time. For now, preventing Bahamut's return is all that matters. To be plain, I have no objection to striking down whatever is left of grandfather. Know, however, that I will be accompanying you at this time. As a son of House Levelier, I would be present for his final moments. Very well, you may join us, on one condition. I make the decisions. If it please, milady, my name's Erkenrad. Our preparations are just about complete. When you are ready to embark on your mission, just give me the word. I'll be waiting for you at the cerulean processing plant. Pay no heed to my brother. You can rely on me. We've come this far together, you and I, and together we shall see our journey to its end. You drank so much, Yusuf. Well, I guess that's good, right? You had fun, I hope. Alright, is this done yet? It is. Okay, so I'm going to do this quest here, unlock it, and then I will start inviting people, but I also have to run a quick thing for work. I've been waiting for you, Mrs. Prentice. I'm pleased to say that there's an aetherite primed and ready. As you know, the remaining internment hulks are connected to the fragments in the eastern Danelin and Mordona. It's to the former that we'll be sending you first. Now you'll be starting inside the hulk, meaning you won't have to cover so much ground. The drawback being that you'll be fighting for your life from the moment you get there. Best be prepared for anything, for my lady's sake, if not your own. And that's about all I can tell you. When your preparations are in order, just give me the word and I'll send you on your way. I may even throw in a prayer for your speedy return, just to be on the safe side. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Just a moment. I just gotta start up this job, and then I will be ready. Takes but a moment to log in, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna go over it again though, just to make sure it is all correct. Okay. And now just gotta make sure it's started. There it is. Okay. I am going to hop into my other Discord channel and invite people. Let's see. I'm also going to mute myself for a moment as I'm going to try one more time to call Piamet. I don't know what she's doing. She went to bed at like 11:30 a.m., but normally she answers her phone when we text her and such, but she hasn't been, so at this moment, I assume she's just sleeping, but your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, you have another birthday party tomorrow for a friend, and Sunday of the Super Bowl. Are you a football fan, or are you just hanging out with, We're just waiting on Lilith to hop online. You love US football? That's good. I'm glad. I never really got into football myself. I grew up as in a hockey family. My dad used to make ice rinks outside of the house for us. Okay, let's see if Lilith is logged in now. There is another Lilith, not the one I'm looking for though. We will have to wait and see. You never watched it? I'm not a big fan of watching sports anyway. I much prefer to play them. Alright, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hey, hey.
That's okay. So as long as you can hear us, that's good. Lilith is logging in. For all intents and purposes, I can stay away. You know Canada is very good at hockey, Yusuf? Well, that's somewhat true, I suppose. We're just waiting on one person. There's Lilith. Okay. Alright, so, ISO, you'll be primarily healing for us today. I know you haven't seen these fights. For the most part, in the first one here, you can just stand away from the group and just not get hit by things. the first boss should fall over relatively quickly. Alright. So we got 6 people. That's better than I thought we'd end up with anyway. I'd bring Sab, but unfortunately I didn't have time to go through the prerequisites for it. Do you have any concerns about the cats in T10? Because they should die fairly quick, just. Sorry, everyone, we're just getting this going. I just want to have it correctly organized so that we can successfully pull this off. Excellent. Alright, so once Lilith switches over, we shall be okay.
It seems they are switched.
There they go. Okay, so we're going to queue up for Final Coil of Bahamut turn 1. Alisae is resolved to go through her quest to vanquish Bahamut, though it means confronting her beloved grandfather, whom the Elder Primal has made his thrall. With Alpha Node's cooperation, an ethereal pathway has been established, which will take your party to one of the 2 internment hulks that remain to be disabled. Your foray begins in northern Thanalan at the set of Dalamud's Talons situated in Raban's Push. Spare no preparation and expect fierce resistance. Alright, I'm going to reset the recording and then we shall hop in.